Local news affects your life. It gives you the confidence and clarity to make better decisions every day. You can support that with a digital subscription. Visit inforum.com/subscribe to take advantage of our introductory offer, just $6 for 6 months. Here's today's headlines.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning on our Facebook Live here at WDAY TV. We're live every Facebook morning from 8 to 9 on weekdays. You can also catch us on our Inform YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts. Now, this morning, one of the things we're talking about ahead of the Memorial Day weekend, we got rain coming in. So, Lydia, time out that rain.
All right, so kind of a soggy day today. Widespread, organized rain working its way in. Big old low pressure system. Starts in the south and is building its way northward. First thing you're going to notice is the increase in the cloud cover. We had beautiful sunrises this morning. It was perfect. I always say you get the perfect and colorful sunrises and sunsets when you have the right balance of clear sky versus clouds. And so as the clouds were rolling in, meeting the clear sky in sunrise time, it was beautiful. Now the rest of the day goes gray. We'll watch for the rain to start down near the North Dakota-South Dakota line. I'd say something between about 10 a.m. and noon is a fair start time. Here in Fargo, anything between about noon to 2. Rain start time, I mean, it's not a perfect science, but it gives us a general idea of when we can expect some of the steadier rain to move in. Highway 2, Grand Forks, you're looking between 3 to 5 p.m. and then closer to supper time tonight up at the Canadian border. So there are folks up north that'll have a fairly dry day until later on tonight. Rain continues through the afternoon into the evening, starts to let up a little bit through the late evening hours, and then all winds down overnight tonight. Up north, Northern Valley, northern Minnesota could wake up with a lingering shower early tomorrow morning, but we'll be on the tail end. We'll start getting rid of the clouds and more sunshine works its way in for your Saturday afternoon. So it'll get better. I think I'd prefer the first day of the weekend. Maybe to be a little soggy and then everything just kind of...
You don't want to be waiting for that rain to come.
Knowing that it's coming. Let's just get it out of the way.
Yep.
Check it off, get it done, and then the rest of the weekend looks great. It does look like a pretty good drink of water. I would say a lot of spots between a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. Low end would be 1/4 of an inch. High end, especially if you can get a couple of rumbles of thunder, if you can get some convective activity in there, up to an inch. It's a good drink of water. Again, we'll get rid of it. More sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. Temps in the 60s to near 70 and a lighter wind tomorrow. Sunday, I want to brag on. It looks
It seriously looks amazing.
I think Sunday's going to be a pretty popular day.
I'm excited because I'm going to Detroit Lakes on Sunday.
I think that's a good place to be on a Sunday afternoon.
Outside Zorbas with the sun in the afternoon.
Sounds great. Mostly sunny, highs near 80, light winds out of the southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour. We're not at the time of year where it's humid yet, so that makes sun in 80s pretty comfortable.
Pretty bearable.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Especially Memorial Day, it's going to be a little warmer.
Even warmer, So wind picks up more out of the southwest on Monday, Memorial Day, 10 to 20 miles an hour. So I'm not talking crazy windy, but noticeable. Southwest wind is the best warming wind you can get, and temperatures are up into the 80s to near 90 on Monday afternoon. Some spots could see their first 90 of 2026 come Monday. With the added heat and instability, energy in the atmosphere, we could bubble up a stray thunder shower here or there. I would say overnight Sunday, a couple of those could stick around into Monday, but it's nothing organized. So it's not a widespread sort of deal like we're dealing with today. I wouldn't cancel any of your outdoor plans for Memorial Day. You just might have a little thunder shower briefly. Temps are in the 80s all of next week, so the heat is on.
For those thunder showers, will you be able to see them coming, or they kind of just pop?
They might just kind of bubble up and then fade away. If you're out and about, maybe you're on a boat, and you start seeing one of those puffy cumulus clouds, and all of a sudden it's growing, it's getting taller.
Interesting.
That's a hint that you're probably bubbling up a thunder shower.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, all summer long. Obviously, if it's lightning outside, it's not safe to be on a body of water.
Yep.
Summer reminders. We're like diving back into that.
It's things to keep in mind that we might have forgotten from 6 months of snow.
Yeah. Yes. Watch for the rain to move in today. This will be the soggiest, coolest day of the weekend. Everything gets better from here on out. Temps up into the 80s by Sunday. Okay.
All right, that's rainy today. Nice weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lydia.
You betcha.
All right, now to our news headlines. We have some that have to do with our weather today. Race fans in the area, you're going to have to wait at least another week. The newly named Fix It Forward Speedway, they canceled their first night of races. That was set for tonight. They say because of the rain, the wind, the cold temperatures, they're going to hold off until next Friday for that first chance of races. The track actually used to be known as the Red River Valley Speedway, if you recognize that name. Now the Fix It Forward Speedway, the Red River Valley Fair, taking over management of that speedway for the first time in 17 years. You can actually get a pass that'll get you into the Red River Valley Fair this summer as well. Also, something that keep in mind with the weather today, it's supposed to be a big day for baseball fans in the Metro. The Fargo Redhawks, they're supposed to have their home opener tonight at 7. They're taking on the two-time defending champions. What is it? The Cougars, the Kane County Cougars. That first pitch, like I said, is at 7 tonight. Now, they haven't said if they're going to make any changes because of the rain. Our photographer was out there and actually spoke with one of their employees. They say if it's a light rain, they do hope to continue and go with that game tonight. And if they do go, they're going to have fireworks later tonight. If you plan on going to the Redhawks, check out their social media pages, their website. Also, stick with us here at WDAY. We'll let you know if that game is going to go as scheduled. And as we get ready for one of the busiest weekends on the lakes, Memorial Day weekend, Detroit Lake says they're actually down a boat launch. It's the Rossman boat launch that's on the northwest corner of Detroit Lake. That's going to be closed for a little bit until further notice. The city says it deteriorated to the point that it's not actually safe or reliable to use. They're going to need new concrete planking on that ramp before it can be used. So a couple other options for getting on the lake this weekend. There's a public access that's on the south side of the lake. You're just off of South Shore Drive. There's also another one up by the Holiday Inn. So just keep that in mind. You might need to wait a little bit longer getting in the boat into the water. Also watch for construction. There's quite a bit of construction out in Detroit Lakes. For instance, the west part of the city beach is still closed. Here in Fargo, the head of the Fargo Convention Center is actually worried that the project could be delayed. Charlie Johnson says he thinks that if no decision is made by the time the new city commission takes the office in July, all bets are off. That's his quote. All bets are off. The committee recommended Bruhala as the new convention center. The city commission opted to move forward with 2 top proposals instead of 1, Bruhala and the Fargo Civic Center. Fargo's finance director says there needs to be more work done to analyze both of these proposals. She's concerned about how it might affect the city's general fund. The city commission is meeting on Tuesday. They're expected to decide whether to go forward with one or both of those proposals at next Tuesday. So, head of the committee says he wants a decision made and soon. Also, WDAY has learned more about that case from Horizon Middle School, a female student who police say gave THC candies to at least 10 other students at Horizon Middle School. That student was already under investigation for dealing drugs at the school. All of the students who had some of those THC candies got sick. In fact, 2 of them were sent to the hospital. The student's parents, the student who brought the candies, her parents, Martin and Amanda Hulst, they've now been formally charged with 8 drug-related counts and 1 count of child endangerment. Moorhead police actually said they were investigating a rumor a few weeks ago that Martin, the father, was providing THC cartridges to his 12 or 13-year-old daughter to sell at the school. However, Moorhead police were not able to find evidence of that rumor. At the Hulst home, however, police said they did find a number of boxes that contained hundreds of THC cartridges. They found also a large amount of cash and a few other things. Police removed a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old from the home and placed them with social services. Also happening here on WDAY today, we have it on our website as well as our app. State Track continues. We have all the action live. It's day 2 out in Bismarck. We'll be streaming that live coverage starting at 9:30 this morning. We'll also have it on our channel WDAY Extra. That starts at 1 this afternoon. The meet wraps up tomorrow. Streaming coverage at 9:30. TV coverage starting at 11. Now, also remember, Dom Izzo's Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 today. We have that on Inform.com as well as WDAY Plus. He's always got the sports coverage for you guys. And don't forget, for just $2 for 6 months or for 99 cents for the first 3 months, you can get your all-access pass to Inform.com. Just visit Inform.com/subscribe. You'll see those deals for a couple of subscription options. Also remember to join us for our evening newscasts. We'll have you covered starting at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Then join us on First News tomorrow morning from 7 to 8:30. We'll be live on Sunday from 7 to 8. Then also check out our weekday morning from 5 to 7. And then we also have our 11 o'clock show. Well, thank you for joining us this morning on First News on our Facebook Live. Stick with Inform.com for all the updates on today's stories. Have a great Friday, everyone. Enjoy the weekend and have a good Memorial Day.